Are you healthy? What makes people healthy? How do you define health? There are a lot of aspects that contribute to true health, but what are they and what do you need to know so you and your family can optimize your health? To keep you on the right track, let us visit with Dr. Shane Kepler.
Where does health come from? Think about it. Where does true health and wellness really come from? Is it a pill? Is it youthful age? Is it good luck? Is it genes that you inherit from your parents? The answer to those is really no. We know that pharmaceuticals or medication really are designed to cover up symptoms or mask conditions that we're having. They really don't improve our well-being or quality of life. Youthful age. We know that age really doesn't have a lot to do with being healthy because all of us probably personally know people that are young and that have health complications. How about luck? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So if you're prepared, the opportunity will probably be there for you to be well. However, most people operate under what we call hope management. That means as they get older, they're hoping nothing bad happens to them. Well, we know how this works out. It doesn't work very well for us. And genes or genetics. Years ago, this was the answer. If somebody had health problems, we just blamed it on bad genes that were handed down from our parents. But in the last 10 years, research has proven to us that's not the case. Only about 25% of our makeup and our well-being is inherited from our genes. The other 75% is from our environment. So where does health really come from? It's simple. Health and wellness come from the inside. We term it here wellness from within. See, our bodies have this natural inborn ability. It's called innate intelligence. And innate intelligence is what transmits all the signals of health and well-being in our body. And this is all coordinated through our nervous system. And so when our nervous system is free of interference, the innate intelligence of your body or the universe really relays back and forth through your body, and it regulates and keeps us well and allows us to heal and allows us to be at our maximum potential. However, if interference ever persists or is existent in the nervous system, then this innate intelligence can't exist like it should. The chiropractic philosophy, in my opinion, is very simple, but it's perfect. For 118 years, the chiropractic philosophy has been this. There is an innate intelligence that governs our body, and it is coordinated through the nervous system. And when it's free of interference, it works perfectly, and it allows us to have the ability to be well. However, if that interference ever becomes present, through a chiropractic adjustment, we remove that nerve irritation, allowing the innate intelligence to do its job again. Well, where this really has changed is in the last 50, 60, 70 years, particularly after World War II, when the pharmacological era or medicine really became a business, had changed kind of the paradigm of thinking. Instead of people thinking that really health came from the inside, we started to look for things on the outside to make us better, i.e. taking antibiotics or medication, or again, operating in our hope management, hoping that something bad doesn't happen, and if it does, maybe we can have a surgical procedure or some sort of pharmaceutical that may help us out. But that doesn't make us well. Wellness only comes from within. B.J. Palmer always said ADIO, above, down, inside, out. And what he was referring to by saying that was healing and wellness comes from above, down, inside, out. That means from our innate intelligence down through our body, from the inside out. And that's the only way it can be. We resonate with our patients that there's 5 pillars of health that really promote wellness from within. The first pillar, we've already talked about it. You have to have a good functioning nervous system. And again, when our nervous system is free of interference, it allows our innate intelligence to do what it's supposed to. The second pillar of health is that we have to eat well. Most people know you have to eat well, but some do, some don't. Eating well, we should keep it very simple. We want to eat lots of fresh fruits, lots of raw vegetables, organic as much as possible, lean meats, good fats. We want to avoid the bad things out there like preservatives and processed foods. There's lots of experts out there that can share information with you. You can go to Mercola.com. You can go to thevirgindiet.com. Those are some resources we use here in our office. The point is we need to make sure we're nourishing our body. It's where we get our energy. It's where we get our ability to allow the energy for our bodies to heal themselves. The third pillar is exercise. We need to exercise. We're very expensive and high-tech machinery. We have to take care of ourselves accordingly. We need to be moving more today than we did yesterday, or at least 4 or 5 times working out for 30 minutes at a time. You can do some burst training. You can go for a brisk walk. I don't care what kind of exercise you do. We just need to be exercising. The fourth pillar is rest. Well, why do we need to rest? We need to rest because our bodies regenerate themselves. They heal themselves during that rest cycle. Some people might need 8 hours of rest. Some might need 7, some might need 9. You need to find what works for you. I often see people who don't get enough rest. In long term, it is a bad recipe for their health, because if you're continually not repairing yourself like you should, over time it's only going to give us health problems. The fifth pillar of wellness is thinking well. This may be one of my favorites, because we could spend hours talking about this subject. The point is, if you lay around and think you're sick all day long, what are you going to get? If you lay around and you're negative all the time, negative things happen. If you focus your concentration, your thought processes on expanding your mind, doing positive things, it's only going to improve your health. It starts to wire and fire your brain differently, and good things happen. It teaches your body how to be well. Again, wellness comes from within, and it's these 5 pillars of health that are essential to captivating or really releasing that inner energy that we have to heal ourselves. I want to leave you with a tidbit. One good health habit leads to another. If you're already getting yourselves adjusted, you're already starting to master that first pillar, you're starting to remove that interference out of your nervous system. If you're not, go see your chiropractor. Have him check you. See if you have any interference. If you have family and they're not getting adjusted, or any friends, encourage them to do so, because you want them to live without nerve interference, because it is the number 1 pillar. You have to be free of nerve interference. Once you start to master that pillar, then pick one of the other pillars, one of the other 4, and start mastering it. And as I said, one good health habit leads to another. Once you start to get this down, the next one will come, and the next one. And pretty soon you're starting to master all 5 of them. And this is what I guarantee. If you start to master these 5 pillars of health or wellness, your health will drastically improve over the long run.